Hi everyone, good to see you. Jerrel here. Today I wanted to share just a fun topic. This is a game that had been in planning for the Wii U that I was working on starting around 2016. And I won't share the title of the game, as I could potentially be working on this game in the future, and I'll discuss the situation behind that. But basically, this is a lost Wii U game. This is a game that could have been on the Wii U. Now, the reason why I could not finish this game and have it shipped was because at the time when I was working on this game, I simply lacked the experience and the competence necessary to produce a title like this. I want to share the title and explain it to you, and I couldn't really bring the idea to the Switch because it is something that really relies on the Wii U, the gamepad, and the Wii remotes. So this is a game that would have been a co-op multiplayer mecha game. You work together with your friends to pilot a mecha. Now, the idea behind this game was inspired by Super Sentai and Power Rangers. I was fascinated as a kid by the idea of multiple people piloting a big mecha by combining their mecha, making a big super mecha. And then I always wondered, wait, what does each person do though? They're all sitting at a control panel, and I always thought the idea was funny. And so I wanted to create a game that basically built upon that idea, that sense of all having to work together, and maybe you're just sort of arguing with each other while you're piloting one giant robot. By the time that I gained the experience and the competence necessary to create a game like this in a timely manner, the Wii U was no longer available to be developed for. Luckily, I was still able to get 2 games developed and shipped on the Wii U. If I had more time, I absolutely would have really liked to develop this particular mecha game. So depending on the features that are available on the Switch 2, I may be able to bring this title to the Switch 2. So I'll explain the game now in full. And basically how it worked is there would be multiple modes. You would have a single player solo adventure mode where you take on various missions, you explore a bunch of different environments, and you discover new mecha that you can salvage, and then you can rebuild, enhance, upgrade. There's a bunch of different mecha that you can find. They all have a solo form where it's smaller mecha, but you can still go on adventures and fight kaiju, discover parts, and you can keep enhancing your mecha. You can enhance your pilot, and the idea is you would store that information on a Wii remote. You'd be able to save that. I think many people were not aware that the Wii remote was actually capable of holding a small amount of data, but you could hold some data. And so the idea was you would play this mecha game, do your solo one-player mode, and then when you plan to go over to your friend's house to do some battling, then you can transfer your mecha over into the Wii remote. You go over to your friend's house, and say, for example, there would be online battles. So you have a team of 5, you would go online and you would battle other people and their team of 5, and they would have their own unique mecha. So how it works is once you have your team assembled, you assign roles. You would say, okay, so this person's going to be the left arm, you're going to be the right arm, you'll be the torso, you'll be the left leg and the right leg. And you would have a team of 5. And all of the strengths and weaknesses of that particular part of the body would come down to the mecha that you have stored on your Wii remote. And of course, how you control that is you hold it upright like a joystick. And I always thought, oh, you tilt it to move the parts and to perform certain actions. You shake that to perform certain actions. Or if you were one of the arms, you could use the joystick and then enter aiming mode, and then you can aim a weapon. So you are all working together. You're piloting, 5 of you playing couch co-op are all working together to pilot one giant robot, and you're battling people somewhere else in the world. They are have their own team of 5, and they're piloting their giant mecha, and you are all battling each other. So the fun of this, that I always thought would be the cool part that really relies on the gamepad for the Wii U, is that whoever is the torso serves as the engineer, and whoever's managing the torso actually routes power to different parts of the body. So you have a limited amount of power. And let's say, for example, you see the enemy, for example, is about to launch, an energy projectile at you, and you really need a shield. So whoever has a shield, if someone has equipped a shield, for example, let's say someone who's piloting the right arm has a shield equipped, they might say something like, "Oh, give me power to the shield." So on the gamepad touchscreen, you would go, okay, I'll take power. But that means that you have to divert power away from the legs, which means your mobility decreases. You have to divert power away from, say, for example, your left arm, which has a sword or a beam rifle. So it's a matter of your fellow mecha pilots, your friends playing with you, are all shouting at you, "Oh, wait, I need to do this. Oh, we need to do that." And I think that sort of teamwork is so exciting, but also it's just beautiful, beautiful chaos. To me, that idea as a gamer would just be so exciting, and it would be just a great way to have friends over and to play something. And I envisioned this title as something that would be so fun to just team up with your friends, and then you're battling some other team of friends somewhere in the world. And the idea is, okay, so here's how you perform throughout the day during your super mecha battle. And so then now your friend's mom orders you a pizza, you're having a pizza break, and you're kind of all discussing, okay, we lost this battle because the legs weren't doing this, we lost this battle, because the arms, oh, we did this, we did that. So then everyone goes back home, and you would accrue some experience points, and you would get some loot, some stuff to upgrade your mecha. You take that back home, so you leave your friend's house, your mom picks you up, you get back home, and then you reconnect that to your save file at home. It syncs up with your adventure data, and then your friends and you sort of plan out, okay, here are the adjustments that we need to make to our mecha if we want to do better tomorrow. And so you can continue adventure mode, you can keep fine-tuning and customizing your mecha. And I just feel like it would have been so exciting and so fun to have your mecha be this ragtag machine, because you are all customizing your mecha. You adjust the colors, you can, you have add-ons, and you can customize things about your solo mecha. And it's just fun that you have this one super mecha that's kind of just sort of, you've just sort of scrambled pieces together, because you all have your own things that you want to customize, and then you bring that together for your super mecha. And you just see how well you do in battles, and you get to sort of work together, and maybe you get mad at each other because you say, well, if you had diverted more power, to the legs, we could have avoided more attacks. I just think it would have been so much fun, and it's an idea that would not work on the Switch, because really what makes that unique is the power management and using the touch screen on the gamepad. I also thought it would have been great to use the speakers on the Wii Remote. So there would be certain times where if a part of your mecha, if the part that you're piloting suffers critical damage and it needs to be repaired, you would actually hear a repair code coming through the speaker. So if your part is damaged, it can no longer function, and so it'll start repeating a repair code, and then you have to enter the repair code with the buttons. So obviously it'll say critical damage, repair mode enabled, and then you'd have to listen, and then it would say something like A12B, so you go A12B, right. But amidst all the chaos, your friends are shouting at each other, the sound effects, the music is coming through, and you're trying to say, shut up, I'm trying to hear the repair code, shut up, I can't hear it. And that's, I think it's just this fun, beautiful chaos. And I think it would have been so fun to have multiple, here, I think it would have been so exciting if you're on the, it's on the losing side of the battle, and then both of the arms drop, and then your friends are shouting, and you're like, hold on, wait, I'm trying to repair the parts. You're shushing each other, you're all communicating and talking, and I think that would have been the big fun of the great factor, the great appeal of that would have been you're all communicating, and you're working together, but also fighting. And in my mind, That's what I imagine it would be like for Super Sentai and Power Ranger teams. I feel like that's what it would be like actually piloting a mecha. I think it would just be 5 or 6 people all yelling at each other to do something. And I just think that idea would be so fun. It'd be so very exciting. I don't know what features will actually be in the Switch 2. Again, I don't have any insider knowledge on the Switch 2, but I am very much looking forward to whatever Nintendo presents to us. I can't wait to hear more, but I'm really hoping that there are the right features on the Switch 2 where I can execute on this idea, because I would really like to bring this game to people. As a gamer, it's the kind of game that I would absolutely love. It's one that I would be calling my friends over, you know, as often as possible to play a game like this. And so that was my idea that was scrapped, because at the time I just lacked the experience and the competence as a developer. But these days I could make a game like that very easily. It would not take me a lot of time to create a title like that. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed hearing about that. And let's look forward to more Switch 2 news. Hopefully, I'm just, fingers crossed, I'm just hoping that there are features on the Switch 2 that will allow for some creativity and some fun, wild ideas, kind of like this mecha game. We'll see. As soon as I know more details, I'll start creating projects that lean into the hardware strengths and the unique quirks of the Switch 2. If you'd like to see some other videos that I've made about the Switch 2, I'll put them up here on the screen. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. And life is an adventure, so get out there and live.